Hi, welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay. What you'll need is the scallop circle punch, the 1 3/8 corner round circle punch, Regal Rose ink, a pretty in pink 3x3 notelet card, a piece of white cardstock, chocolate chip and close to cocoa, pocket silhouette stamp set, and the chipboard butterfly that we covered with paper in another tutorial video. Okay, the first thing we're going to start off with is our close to cocoa and our chocolate chip cardstock. I always use my punches upside down, so I'm just going to slide the cardstock into the middle of the punch and punch it out. Okay, so I've got my circle. And then I'm going to use the close to cocoa and my scallop punch. I'm just going to pop that out. Always using my punch upside down so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take my butterfly. Now if you remember in the last tutorial I did with the chipboard, we stuck a piece of pretty in pink cardstock onto the chipboard, and then we used the nail file just to sand the edges around the edge of the butterfly, so it gives a nice neat look on the top of the butterfly. What we're going to do now is I'm going to use my Regal Rose ink. I'm just going to open it, and I'm going to choose one of the stamps from my pocket silhouette stamp set, and I'm going to ink it up in my Regal Rose ink. And I only want some flowers on part of my butterfly, so I'm just going to line it up and stamp on the side of my butterfly, just like that. Okay, the next thing I need to do, now that I've done my butterfly, so I've got my piece of white cardstock that's going on the front of my card, and I've got a sentiment from the pocket silhouette stamp set which says friend to friend. I'm just going to put that in the corner of my white cardstock. Yep, that's straight. And the next thing that I need is a sponge dauber. Just goes on the end of your finger. I'm going to ink up my sponge dauber, and I just want to give the edges a bit of colour. So I'm going to run the colour around the edge of my cardstock. Okay, just gives it a pretty edge. So the next thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to add some snail adhesive to the back of my cardstock, and I'm going to try and centre it on the front of my pretty in pink card. Now don't use too much snail, because if you need to peel it off you won't be able to get it off. Okay, if you wanted to put the holes around the edge like I've done with this card, you'd need the small Fisco's hole punch, and you just put the holes in just like we've done on one of the other pocket silhouette tutorials, but I don't want to do that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of my scallop circle, and I'm going to put it in the corner of my card and put my circle in the middle, my chocolate chip circle in the middle of my close to cocoa circle, and then I'm going to stick my butterfly on. I'm going to do them at a different angle today, I think, so I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of my butterfly. I'm just going to set them off to the side. And there's a pocket silhouette card. Thanks for joining me.